Yeah.
What's going on, guys? Just Koch here. Today we're going to be bringing y'all one of the many best class setups that we're going to do throughout Black Ops 3. Now, we're going to start today with the Vesper. Now, the Vesper is a very high rate of fire with pretty modest damage submachine gun. But as you'd expect with like a high rate of fire weapon, the range and accuracy are going to be a little bit on the low end. Now, when you play with this weapon, I found it best to play like it's a shotgun. So you don't expect to get those medium to long range kills, and you only expect to get the short range kills. So if you want to be able to get a little bit closer medium range kills, you got to have a grip on it, because the recoil is pretty bad with this weapon. Very doable, but if you want to be more consistent at a medium range, you got to have a grip on it. Now, with the laser sight is good in a lot of situations. The hip fire on this weapon is already very, very good, but with the laser sight, it almost kind of becomes overpowered. But like, since there's no one-hit knife in this game, and you walk into a room and a guy pops up right in front of your face, you can't just knife him now. You actually have to shoot him. So with the laser sight on this weapon, you're going to get that kill 99% of the time. So that's why I feel like this laser sight is very good for this weapon. But with secondary, I don't run secondary just because I feel like a lethal is a little bit more useful. And that's, you know, it's in all of my classes, it kind of comes down to, do I want to put a lethal or do I want to play a secondary? So most of the time, lethal wins. So lethal won in this case, and you can really go any way you want with it. The frag is my personal choice, but it's really just a personal preference, like whatever you'd like to use, whether it's a Simtex or whatever, it doesn't matter. But with the tactical, you've got to use a smoke screen. It's got to be the one, because the smokes in this game are actually extremely good. In most Call of Duties, they're not very good, but in this one, they did a very good job with it. So with the smoke screen, you toss it into a room, and it covers the whole room. They don't know where you're coming in from. They don't know what door you're at or where you are when you're in the smoke. And you can normally go around and get all those kills because of how good this weapon is at close range. Now, another situation it's good in is there's a sniper sniping down a lane, and you're trying to get from one wall to the next. Well, in most Call of Duties, you know, hey, I'll just throw down the smoke. Well, you throw down the smoke, it covers you for like 4 steps, and then you're dead because you walk out of the smoke. It's worthless. I mean, if you're not standing right in the middle of it, you're not safe. But with this, it actually covers a large area, and it actually creates cover for you, so a sniper couldn't see you or things like that. But when it comes to perk 1, Sixth Sense is already just a very good perk in general, and I like to use it on a lot of my classes, but you can kind of go wherever you want with this. I mean, it doesn't particularly matter, but Sixth Sense is what I like to use for it, so that's what I use. But with perk 2 and perk 3, Gung Ho and Fast Hands, you got to have these on your class. It is a 100% must, because the way you like to play, or the way you have to play with this weapon, is fast and run and gun, and these two perks allow you to do that. Fast Hands allows you to aim faster after sprinting, and hip fire while you're running is what Gung Ho allows you to do. So with these two things, it almost makes this class perfect. I really like these two perks on this class, and you got to have them on there. But with Blast Suppressor, I feel like Blast Suppressor is kind of a hangover from Advanced Warfare, because in Advanced Warfare, I felt like I needed it on every single class. And to me, a perk isn't a perk if you feel like you need it on every single class, if you feel like you cannot play without it. Like Toughness. I like how they did away with Toughness. A lot of people don't agree with me. A lot of people hate that, but a perk's not a perk if you feel like you need it on every class. So that's why I like that they took away Toughness. But with Blast Suppressor, it's probably a hangover from Advanced Warfare, but I hope it wears off. But for now, it's going to have to be on all of my classes just because of how I feel about it from Advanced Warfare. Now, that pretty much is it for today, guys. If you liked the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see y'all next time.